Hi everybody. So I've decided to make the blueberry jam as a video because people kind of, I know you guys want to see it. In this pot already getting to boil because I didn't want to waste a lot of your time. I've already crushed 4 cups of crushed berries. It starts out as about 6-7 cups of regular berries, but you crush them. And there's 4 cups, and inside here is the pectin, and here is what I used. Shore gel, which is what I used last time, which is what I use all the time. Your recipes are inside the box, so I'm merely going by the recipe. What you need to do is once you see this boiling, remember how the whole boiling thing, I'll put you down for a minute. Once you see that it's boiling on its own like this, and it stays boiling. Oh, by the way, don't forget the I use actually half teaspoon of butter. It absolutely cuts down on the foaming, and I know Mary was excited about that when she saw it. So once you got that up to the first boil, which is what I was trying to save time for you on, the rolling boil is when you can stir it like this and it keeps boiling. So if it stops boiling while I'm stirring it, I haven't got a rolling boil yet. And you can see it's almost there as I'm stirring it. So it's very, very quick. The worst part and the longest part about this, takes the most amount of time, is you have to wash all the jars, which I've already done. I did all that. Wash all the jars. I don't care if you wash them when you put them on your shelf, because we all do. You still put them in hot water, wash them again, and the lids, and all of that. I've also got over here in this pan is the paraffin that's already it's almost done. The paraffin for the jars. You'll end up with 6 to 8 jars of this jam when you're done. I know it says 6, but it always ends up being a little bit more. I think that my jars are not the same size as the ones in the recipe, but so okay, there we go. It is now boiling like crazy even when I stir it, so that's a rolling boil. 4 cups of sugar. And to this we just stir again, and it's so simple because it is stir until, again, the rolling boil. And then after you've got that rolling boil, and it's a real rolling boil, then you keep it going for exactly a minute. We don't play around with different times or anything. It's exactly a minute. So as you can see, I was trying to adjust you there to make sure. I've already had it spit up and stain my shirt here, I see. So I'm going to keep stirring. It takes a couple of minutes, not very long, to get it up to a real rolling boil. But once it's got that rolling boil, it's exactly 1 minute. So we've got our washed jars already dried on the counter. We've got our washed covers, lids already dried. Our paraffin here, our wax, is all melted. I'm turning that down so it's not going to sit there and just boil away. You can hear it going bing. Look at the nice rich color. This is blueberry jam. And you know what? It's a surprise because I thought, oh, I wouldn't like blueberry jam. But it's really nice. It really is a good surprise. It's a difference. I mean, we all eat strawberry and we all eat raspberry. And we can even be tucked into triple berry and different stuff. But something really wonderful about blueberry. It's really fun. My daughter does an apple butter. Danielle, she makes apple butter, and I'm hoping she makes it again this year if I get her some apples. That is marvelous. As you remember when we were making churros with Sunny, we used that to dip the churros in, the apple butter, because it's just magnificent. So it's, as you see, it's stirring, but it's not boiling. So this is not, like if I stop, of course it boils. Oh, it didn't quite boil yet. Not as far along as I thought it was. And these blueberries they're the last of my blueberries that came from my friend Steve Briganti up in Fletcher, or I should say our friend. It's not just mine, it's Tim's and mine. Oh, it was so much fun picking up there. He has such a wonderland up there. I have not made the blackberry yet. And yes, I know you see that I've been picking blackberries. Oh my God. We were at Horseshoes last night. Oh yeah, we go every Friday night. And we were at Horseshoes, and the people that own the land that we were picking on said, "Oh, so you were picking berries the other day?" And I said, "Yeah, we've been. I think if you check the tape, I think it's Monday and Wednesday are the 2 days we went." Anyways, so we went, or Saturday. I'm not sure exactly which day. Whoops! As you can see, it's rolling boil now. By the way. Yep. So I'm going to put the timer on exactly 1 minute. anyways, so we said, oh yeah, we've been picking up there, and we told him what days, and he goes, oh, let me show you what I've got on my, he's got a trail camera up there, and he showed me 2 pictures of 2 different, one was just a sort of nice sized bear, the other one was huge. Right where we're picking berries, right where, it's so funny because we were in there last Wednesday, we were in the middle of, really deep down in the pasture, and we were in the middle of the berries. I certainly was caught in the middle of them, and I said to Tim, I hear something, honey, I hear something, and he goes, no, you don't hear anything. And well, now I think we have enough berries now, because I'm not sure if I want to wrangle with any more bears, because years ago, and I'll have to tell you the story another time, we don't have time for it, but years ago, Damien and I, my nephew Damien and I, were picking berries, and we got chased out of the berry bush by a bear. So I'm always a little bit leery when I'm berry picking. No, we don't take a gun or anything, but probably should, huh? So that's it. That's our whole minute. I'm going to have to take this over first because I can't take you both, so hang on when I take this over first, and I'll come back for the camera. There you go. Okay, timer off. That's off. Okay, here we go. So as you can see over here, I've got all my jars all set. Everything's set. This part always goes very fast. So I'm going to stir it up just for another minute. I'm going to set you over here beside me. I'm going to pull up a chair. And what I'm going to do is very quick and simple. I am going to, actually, maybe I should put you over here so you can really see more of what's going on. That'll get you a broader part of the area. There you are. Push this over some. It's kind of hard taping alone because I don't know exactly what you can see and stuff. Okay, so jar. Just give it one last good stir. And as you saw, there was no real foam in there, huh? No foam because we put butter in it. Aren't we genius? Okay. And then I just quickly fill, well, I guess I was going to use that area over there, so I guess I could pull you over here a little bit closer. But I was going to actually use that area beside, but I'm not. No. Okay, can you see what we're doing here? So, yep, now I'm just filling my jars. And I'm just going to fill 1 or 2 jars for you. I'm going to finish the rest after I turn the camera off, but I just wanted you to see what I do. So, okay, 1, and you can see where I fill it up to, just that rim right here. There is a natural rim in it. That's as far as I go. I'll just fill another one so you can see, but I won't be doing them all because I don't want you to have to be standing here watching me do every one of them. It's got some little tiny pieces of skin in there which are awesome. You don't even notice them when you're eating the jam. Okay, and there, see, up to that rim right here, this rim right here. You can see what I've left. Okay, so I'm going to push this aside for just a second. Let me show you what the next step is. I'll finish that afterwards. Let me push this over here so we have room. There we go. So now I'm going to go and well, I don't need the paraffin right this second. I got to clean first. So that's when I sit in a chair like this and can you see my jar? Probably not. Let's see if we can. There we go. Okay. And from here, I take a wet cloth. I always use a cloth, not a dish towel or anything, because no matter how much you wash your dish towels and stuff, I always fear that there might be some germ inside it. I know I put mine in the washing machine in hot water with Clorox, but just in case, I always use a wet paper towel and a different one for each jar. I go in the inside of the lid like this. Can you see? There we are. Inside of the lid like this, and I'm getting all the whatever you can see if you look inside there. Sometimes that there's this going around here from you hit it when you're filling it up. So I go around the inside, make sure that's clean. I go around the outside and I make sure that's clean. And I'll go get another paper towel and do the next one. And then, this is kind of cool, huh? The making of the jam is 10 minutes tops between boiled to getting it in the jars, washing your jars, but the whole long crushing all your berries, washing all your jars. This is a smaller recipe, so this took less time. But like with strawberry and blueberry, strawberry and raspberry and blackberry and all, they take like, several more cups of berries. And 7 or 8 cups of sugar, and it's a much bigger recipe, and you end up with like 12 jars, so it takes longer to do that. So there you go. I've cleaned out that one. Now I'm coming over with the paraffin. And this is, all this is golf wax. Golf wax that I have, here we go. We're just filling up the jar, literally filling up the rest of the jar. I'm very generous with my melted golf wax. Very generous, because it really does seal your jar. Two things: the heat of the wax seals the jam underneath, but it also pops the jar lid and makes the lid itself heal. It doesn't happen right this second. Once I have taken, and I talked to somebody about this the other day, somebody said, oh, they don't like to do paraffin because it mixes or whatever. Once I've done that with my jar, I move it over here into the pile. I don't touch them again. I don't touch them again until tomorrow, because I want that wax. I don't want them mixed. I don't want any seal around it broken. I want that wax to do its job, and I don't want it to mess with the jam itself. And that's as simple as it is. I don't touch those jars again until sometime tomorrow. I don't put any labels or anything on them until I know that that wax is actually solid again and it's done its job. Oh gosh, look at my hair, been outside and inside. Crazy. Sorry about that, guys. And that's it. That's as simple as making blueberry jam. Very simple. I hope you can see it. There we go, blueberry jam. So I got a few more jars to fill, a few more jars to clean, and that is as easy as blueberry jam is. I didn't make you watch while I crushed all the berries, because you've seen me do that before. But it's best to have, when you're doing any jam, have everything set up. Don't try to set it up while you're making it. You have everything set up. Have your clean jars set up, have your top set up, have your wax already melted, have everything done, because when you are ready to fill those jars, you want that heat of both the wax and the jam to seal the top of that jar, because that's a double seal. You don't just get the seal of the wax, you get the seal of the jar as well. And you don't have to, I've talked to a lot of people this week that say, oh, I don't put paraffin on mine, I do water baths. I don't. I double seal it with the paraffin, and the fact that they're so hot, they vacuum seal. And I will be listening as I'm walking through this kitchen during the night. You're going to hear pop, 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 because those tops are all sealing. So that's as easy as blueberry jam is. So try it. We still have some blueberries left. We're heading into blackberry season though, so grab the last of the blueberries while you can. Make some jam. You've seen some pies. If you want muffins or cobblers or something, shoot me a line. I can do a few of those while we still have some blueberries. Okay, thanks. Bye.